And now joining us is Botswana Foreign Affairs Minister Lemogang Kwape. Dr. Kwape, a very good afternoon, albeit, I guess, sad times to hear of the accident that happened to the passengers that were traveling from Botswana to Moria.
It is indeed a very sad day, and right from the outset, I want to heartily thank the South African authorities for extending a helping hand during this difficult time. Yesterday, late in the afternoon, I received a call from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Naledi Pandor, and later in the evening, President Ramaphosa called President Masisi to inform him of this tragic event. As it has been reported, this bus was traveling to Moria, carrying congregants for the Easter festivities, and it's really, really sad that this tragic accident happened on the way. And this morning, the President addressed the nation and assured them that the two governments will do the best they can to make sure that the remains of our beloved are returned home. And we have a team from our mission in Pretoria joining the South African teams to make sure that we can collect and collate as much information about the incident as we can speedily so that we can repatriate the remains of our loved ones back home. And the President also assured Botswana that his government, his cabinet, will work around the clock. And this afternoon, two ministers, Minister of Defense and Security and the Minister of State Presidents, went to meet the leadership of the congregation from the village where the congregants started their journey. So it's work in progress. With heavy hearts, as we remain, we will continue to work hard to ensure that all the processes come to a logical conclusion. And again, I truly want to thank the South African government for lending a hand. Truly, that shows that Botswana and South Africa are brotherly and sisterly countries.
You speak about the village where the bus left from. I mean, is there an idea as to where exactly? And I can imagine the families worried now as there's still some forensic investigations that still needs to be done to identify those that perished in this accident. But is there an idea as to who they might be and where exactly they are from?
We do have an idea of who they are. But again, given the investigation that are still ongoing, it would be insensitive to indicate or highlight anything without first informing the families.
And I mean, speaking of that, I can imagine the village that you're talking about, and if you can share with us exactly which village it is, Dr. Kwape, but also the people there must be nervous and worried, and especially those who have families that have been traveling to this pilgrimage in Moria.
I can assure you that the whole of the nation of Botswana is torn, let alone the people who are related to the congregants who were involved in this tragic accident. And the government continues to do everything in its power to ensure that the families, when the information becomes available, are notified. I heard in your report that there were still some individuals yet to be found and numbers to be reconciled. So I think it will be too premature to try to guess or imagine who could have been in the car, save for when all the information has been collated. But that said, the system and government is in full swing to ensure that those who may be affected by this tragic accident are taken care of. emotionally and otherwise.
And just finally, Kwape, has there been established as to whether there were other buses, other members of the church that have also been traveling to this particular pilgrimage, which is quite popular in southern Africa?
Well, like you said, it's a very popular pilgrimage, and a lot more people travel, especially that this particular congregation has had all its activities shut down due to COVID, and they've just recently opened. So one could imagine that there were many people that traveled to Moria. So, but in terms of how many, that is yet to be determined. But I can assure you that a lot more people must have traveled, given what obtains on the ground.
Dr. Kwape, thank you so much for coming through to talk to us.